What's cracking there, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It's story time. Y'all see the board and y'all read it, so it's about that time. But let me stop and thank all my supporters, man. I got so much love for y'all. I'm almost at 70 subscribers. My first video was almost at 350 views. My second video was almost at 400. And I wouldn't have these views and subscribers if it was not for you guys. And I got so much love for y'all. And let me get into the story time topic. So today's topic I'm bringing to y'all is pretty much just happiness, and dealing with situations and stuff like that. And I kind of see a lot of people saying stuff like this on Twitter. If y'all not following me on Twitter, X Ballers Life 31X, y'all follow me on there. That's my Instagram name. That's my Snapchat, man. Y'all follow me. I'm trying to promote any way that I can. So y'all show me love. But I see so many people that are going through things or whatever, and then they'll hop on Twitter, or I've talked to people in person that's just so down, and that's just sad and just mad and upset all the time because of the situations that they're going through. And people need to understand that everyone goes through stuff. We all go through stuff at the end of the day. Some may have more struggles than others. Some may not have as many. Some people may just have a bunch of little things that just adds up. But we all go through struggles. But that doesn't mean that you get depressed and you lash out and be upset and hate the world, because this is what you have to think about. What does that do for you? What does being sad do for you? Nothing. What does being upset do for you? Nothing. What does lashing out do for you? Nothing. You may get into a few fights, arguments, lose some friends, a family member, whatever. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying? We all need to realize that happiness lies within ourselves, not other people. Yes, the situations sometimes get overwhelming, and you know that's just what humans do. You know what I'm saying? We get emotional, we may get upset, we may get down, but it shows your true test of character by how you deal with situations. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a human being, we should all learn how to stand on our own 2 feet and deal with our situations head on. You know what I'm saying? And stop running from them by doing other things. You know, some people go out and get drunk. Some people, like to smoke. Some people like to do other things or whatever. Like, it's good to let out that aggression and do what you need to do. That's gonna help you positively, and you do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's gonna affect you in a negative way, like alcohol and stuff like that, like you should, refrain from. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the kind of event, I feel like everyone should do it. But eventually, you got to get to the point and tell yourself, like, I have to make myself happy. Don't put your happiness into someone else. That all comes down to you. And I'm kind of speaking from experience, and I'm gonna throw these little topics out of some of the things that I went through, and I'll touch on the part 2 video. But I had a mother who my mother had anxiety, real bad anxiety, so she couldn't work. She had got laid off from her job, and she hasn't worked in years. Everything's a lot better now, but back in the day, about 7th, 8th grade, it was me, my mom, my grandma. My grandma moved to Atlanta, so it was just me and my mom. We didn't have cable. We didn't have hot water. We barely had food in the house. We had like a heating pad that we would have to plug up and put like water in the pan, and we would have to throw it in the tub just so we can bathe. So that kind of went on for a little while. That was one of the things. I had a child at 16. For y'all that don't know, I have a 3-year-old daughter who will be 4 on April 7th. Um, in September of that same year, I had lost my father. My father was murdered, and then a couple months after, my granddad had passed. So those are little things that I went through. And then currently, I know my girl probably gonna kill me because she don't want nobody to know. But I'm having another baby. Number 2 is on the way. She's due around August 15th, I would say. So that's another thing, And I'm currently not in school. I had took a year off from school because I was struggling. I have bad knees. I have a terrible back. My body is just breaking down. I have to find another job and come into some more money to support the child that I have now, and a child number 2 on the way. I'm trying to move into a place. I gotta get my car fixed. My car's breaking down. Um, I play basketball, and that's one of my dreams. I'm going to the NBA D League tryouts in June, and I'm nowhere where I'm at physically and mentally to get there. Talent wise, I think I can get there, but every other aspect, I'm not really there yet. But am I gonna sit around and feel sorry for myself? Am I gonna sit around and kick myself? Am I gonna sit around and cry about the things that I went through and currently am going through? Hell no. I'm gonna do what it is I need to do that I can be successful and do what it is that I need to do, so I stay happy, so I stay on that right path. That's what it is I'm going to do, and that's what we should tell others to do and try to encourage them, be there for them at the same time, but kind of tell them like, man, you gotta get yourself right, you gotta get right mentally in your head, so you can be positive, so you can do what you need to do to make yourself happy and make yourself successful. That's another way that you can help. Just listening to somebody vent and being there for them, that's not the only way to help someone. The best way is to be there for them and to tell them the truth and to tell them that you have to be happy for you at the end of the day. You live your life for you, and things are going to get better in due time. I'm the type of person where I think that things can be worse. You know what I'm saying? So